Goosebumps moment indeed. What a moment for Indian men's badminton. HS Pranoy has defeated Rasmus Gemke and history has been created, folks, for the first time. India are now assured of a silver medal in the Thomas Cup. 73 years of trying, 73 torturous years. Finally, having beaten Malaysia, the five-time champions, this game against Denmark showed that it was no fluke. So breaking news, India have qualified for the final of the Thomas Cup men's badminton tournament thanks to some brilliance from Satvik Sairaj Rankireddy, Chirag Shetty, Kidambi Shrikant and HS Pranoy. Yes, what a performance. And the three guys who played a major role in the win against Malaysia have done it again. And let us pay tribute. Let us pay an absolute tribute to HS Pranoy. He had lost the first game. He suffered a knee injury. He took painkillers. And he had a medical timeout.
No, even not just the knee injury. There were problems with his ankle also. Even in the final game, he was struggling a little, but the lead was so much, and he had literally defeated his opponent with just that mental game. With such a big lead, you knew for a fact that there was not going to be any comeback from the Danes.
Indeed.
And HS Pranoy, boss, the way he sealed it, and the way everybody ran onto the court, it was just amazing to see. As an Indian, you feel so very proud, right?
Yep.
Like this is the first time it's happening in our memories. The first time it has happened ever. So amazing moment.
You have to understand, folks, that the Thomas Cup badminton tournament has been won by only 5 nations. Indonesia, China, Malaysia, Denmark and Japan. India have defeated 2 champions in Malaysia and Denmark. So it is a very, very historic moment indeed. And Pranoy just raised his game to a different level. He didn't have mobility. He was restricted by court movements, but he ensured he turned the tables on.
Also the way he came back. Let's face it. After going 1 game down and you have had an injury issue, it's not easy for you to go out there and then win the second game, third game. But the way he did it, defeat his opponent, and you can't even say that the Dane was close to him. Both the games that HS Pranoy won, he won them with a big margin. Literally, Mr.
This is where I think
did not have a clue.
This is where I think big game pressure and big game experience plays a big role. Heading into the Thomas Cup, the likes of Kidambi Shrikant and HS Pranoy had a good run in other tournaments, namely the All England tournament, the World Badminton Championships, the year ending. And you have to understand, India were already they had to catch up a lot because Lakshya Sen put up a good fight, but he lost to Victor Axelsen, the #1 badminton player in the world and reigning Olympic gold medalist.
Let's just face it, Axelsen was way too good. Lakshya Sen, by the way, that result everybody sort of had an inkling about. Everybody thought that that's how it's gonna end. Even though Lakshya Sen has indeed beaten Victor Axelsen in the past, but we knew he's gonna find it hard to defeat the world number one. But after that, you saw the way
Satvik Sairaj Rankireddy and Chirag
Shetty fought back. Also,
and it was the doubles duo, let me remind you, in that Malaysia match that led the fight back for them. Even here, Satvik Sairaj Rankireddy and Chirag Shetty put on a clinical performance. But the unsung hero, and we have to again say it, was Kidambi Shrikant. Remember, 5 out of 5 games he's played in the Thomas Cup, he's not lost a single game.
And let's not forget, by the way, Kidambi Shrikant defeated the world number 3.
Antonsen
is, you have to say, you expected it's going to be a close match, but Shrikant was so good. It was so impressive to watch. You think that he was facing the world number 3, but when you would have seen the game, you would have realized, oh, boss, Shrikant is bossing the game. And literally, the Dane had no chance.
And again, see, previous tournaments' experience and the way how he carried it on. Kidambi Shrikant had a great All England tournament as well as the World Championship. So that is why, yes, many people are saying not just silver, go for gold. Absolutely. India now stand a great chance of winning gold. But you have to also understand, breaking news, that Indonesia have qualified for the final by beating Japan 3-2. Every game of theirs went over 1 hour. And this game between HS Pranoy and the Gemke, it went to 72 minutes. It was 72 minutes.
All the games, if you look at it, all the games you thought, 5:40 or they started?
Yes, 4:40
they started, and look at what the time is. It's 10:50 Indian Standard Time.
Yes.
So it went on for quite a while.
See, the problem with Rasmus Gemke was that he didn't face that many big tournaments. He didn't play that many big pressure-filled tournaments, if you can say. He had played the Finnish Open, he had played the Spanish Open and all that. But they are all, you must say, BWF tours in the 100 and 250 bracket. So you don't have that kind of big game exposure. So that went against Rasmus Gemke. Because remember, we all knew that Axelsen would be the only guy. But once you get past Axelsen, the likes of Shrikant and Pranoy had it in them to beat the best. And for Japan, if you have to look at it, they were the favorites heading into the clash because of Kento Momota. But horror for Japan, Kento Momota lost.
The first game. But let's talk about the Indian team right now. You have to say they punched above their weight, and they fought back so well. Kidambi Shrikant was facing somebody who was ranked much higher than him. Lakshya Sen was facing somebody who was ranked much higher than him. And he lost. You expected that against Victor Axelsen.
Same with HS Pranoy.
And HS Pranoy, by the way, is ranked 23rd, if I'm not wrong, in the world. And he defeated somebody who's ranked 13. So somebody is ranked 10 places higher than him. And by the way, it never looked like that there's such a big difference between those two. Because HS Pranoy, even with that injury, dominated both those last games. And the way he came back from going 1-0 down in the final decider, amazing to watch. And as an Indian, this is the kind of moments you really enjoy, right? There were times when we talked about temperament, where Indian teams, Indian players used to struggle, you know, on those big occasions, those big moments. They couldn't, you know, cash in on them. But today, for a change, let's just say after beating Malaysia 3-2, it's a big victory for this Indian team.
Yes, and you're to, yes, correct. It is India versus Indonesia. And remember, Indonesia are the 14-time Thomas Cup champions. They have won this tournament the most. But you cannot, this Indian badminton team, the men's team, are a bunch of, they don't give up. They just play on. HS Pranoy, even though if he had lost, we would have still hailed his spirit because of the way how he fought and how he covered an opportunity restricted by injury. He still made full use of it and he turned the pressure on Rasmus Gemke.
Yeah, Gemke did not have an answer because you saw Pranoy kept playing towards the net, both of them, a few on the net shots between them, drops, and after that you'd see that Gemke, my bad, would you throw it up, okay?
Yes.
And Mr. HS
HSP, there was a chance of
HSP
HSP
would smash them, okay? I saw 3-4 times how HS Pranoy, you know, got the better of the guy. You think that sometimes they can pick smashes and all, but the power with which HS Pranoy hit them, there's no chance.
And remember, he was not playing quick points. There was also a 40-point rally in that match also, in the deciding game, which HS Pranoy got the better of. And Gemke never recovered. And I am Siddharth, this is Siddhant, for all of you asking.
Sid V and I am Siddhant Maheshwari.
Sid M.
Sid M. Sid V.
So yes, the depth. Anirudh Sharma said that there was depth in the men's team. Yes. See.
And by the way, there's no Sai Praneeth is not there. Sai Praneeth is not there. Yep. There's no Parupalli Kashyap who's sort of, you know, at one point you would have thought that Parupalli Kashyap was the benchmark, right? In men's tennis, you look at players like Shrikant coming in now. Lakshya Sen played 2 finals recently.
Yeah.
And
All England Open championships.
And I think the German Open also.
Yes,
and so
German
both of
Open.
them, he played the finals. And you have to say, the growth that we have seen in the men's badminton is amazing.
I guess this feeling for the men, because see, we were overcoming the disappointment of the women's team losing out in the Uber Cup to Thailand, because when PV Sindhu lost to Ratchanok Intanon, we felt, oh no, now I think the Uber Cup tournament is done. We had not much expectations from the men, because remember, ever since 2012, when Saina secured the bronze rather in 2012, and Sindhu silver, it has been the women who have been giving laurels for India. 2019, Sindhu won the World Championship year-ending finals. She created history by securing yet another medal in Tokyo. So women's badminton was already on the upswing thanks to the likes of Sindhu and Saina. But here, we have got heroes in the form of Satvik Sairaj, Ranki Reddy and Chirag Shetty, as well as HS Pranoy and Kidambi Shrikant.
Yeah, men's badminton is finally getting its due.
Yes, and Lakshya Sen, he had 2 very, very difficult games. You have to understand, against Malaysia and against Denmark, he was pitted against the top player.
Yeah. Let's just say, of course, he was playing the topmost player
but in the
world.
game against Malaysia, he stretched the Malaysian number 1 to his limits. He had almost won the first game, but it went to 23.
Also today, so it can be a sort of a mismatch also. Lakshya Sen's height, you see, and you see Victor Axelsen, okay? His reach, his height, it's a lot. And Lakshya Sen, irrespective of all that, has proved in the past what he can do. He was in the final of the Indian Open.
Yes.
He was in the final of the German Open.
Yep.
Then the All England Badminton Open. So 3 finals for somebody. You have to say
One of the stars.
One of the stars. One of those guys who has put India on the map once again. We talk about Shrikant doing it every now and then. We talk about Sai Praneeth doing it in the past, HS Pranoy now.
Yep.
And the fact is that coming together as a team and performing the way we did, because this has never happened before, folks. Let's just talk about that.
Yeah.
You have never seen an Indian men's team reach the final of the Thomas Cup. But now it has happened. It's because the quality we possess. It's not because it's a fluke. People were talking about that, oh, Malaysia, you defeated you. By the way, we lost to Chinese Taipei in our last group game. We lost to them. But after that, what has happened? We have beaten Malaysia 3-2. We have beaten Denmark, who were favorites against us. So amazing. So it's a great feat.
Yes, Pranoy was lit. Indeed, he was lit. So remember, 1952, 1955, 1979, India reached the semi-finals.
But no medals were there then.
But no medals, because at that time it was single elimination. Only the finalists got medals. So now India are assured of at least a silver. And if they defeat Indonesia, who are the 14-time champions, it will change the entire landscape of Indian men's badminton. Because winning the Thomas Cup, remember, there are 4 very prestigious tournaments that every badminton nation and player wants to win. One is the Thomas and Uber Cup for men and female. One is the All England Open Badminton. Another is the World Championship, the year-ending one. The Sudirman Cup. And then every 4 years, the Olympics. So that is the pinnacle. And today it is a great, great day. It is a great, great day for Indian men's badminton, because after 73 years of trying, the goosebumps moment has finally come.
After this sort of a belief, okay, that maybe just maybe we can defeat Indonesia also and get that gold medal.
We can, we are not saying that we are assured of silver, but we can go for gold, because this side, this Indian bunch of players, they don't give up. HS Pranoy is living proof of that. You just don't give up. Pranoy injured, but he'll be okay for the final. We know that. He will never give up. So does Kidambi.
And there's a day's break. So I'm hoping that that's how it is.
So the Thomas Cup final, India versus Indonesia, will be on Sunday. And we at Sports Today will bring that live. And if India wins, there's a special explainer coming up also as to why this tournament is so important and so special for all you badminton fans. So stay tuned to Sports Today. Subscribe, like,
also
and
keep
share.
your fingers crossed on Sunday that India can pull off another memorable outing.
Netra Bapardekar is saying, yes,
we can go for gold.
We will go for gold.
And that's what we are hoping for. But let's just say, coming this far is also a huge achievement. Let's not forget that. Never in our history has it happened before. So you got to give them credit for that also. You can, irrespective of the result in the final. So it's important.
So you can even tell your grandchildren, yes, we were there when India reached the final of the Thomas Cup. So that is itself a great thing. When is the final? Aman Sharma is asking. Sunday, 15th May. It will be a historic day. In any which way you look at it, silver or gold, it's a historic day anyways. Yes.
Anyway, thank you guys. We'll be back in some time again with our live about the cricket match. So see you then. Take care.
All you badminton fans, enjoy.